Yo, welcome back to Kiesel News, everybody. Today, to start today off, we have news that the White Vision series is officially still in the works from Cr1tikal. Now, it was because of his work on Star Trek Picard Season 3, apparently, that made him stand out. And looking at his biography here, or I guess filmography, that's really the only thing that stands out is the Star Trek shit. I don't know any of the other shows that he has on here, but there's not much else. But yeah, I think if the show is going to be like Star Trek Picard, or just Star Trek in general, I definitely don't think that's how I would have expected this show to be. I would have expected it to be more similar to WandaVision. But overall, I'm still excited for this show, because, I mean, WandaVision is probably one of the best Disney Plus series, and just following a character from that, I feel like we'll do it some favors, although it's obviously going to be different. I do have to wonder why the fuck this series is taking so long to come out, though. Like, not in terms of development, but, like, they should have had the White Vision series released, like, last year at the very fucking latest. If it's going to be a WandaVision spin-off, like, you're releasing the Agatha show this year, why not release the Vision show at a similar time period? Like, I feel like by 2026, WandaVision will be left in the dust. Because it doesn't seem like Agatha is really going to focus on the actual events from WandaVision that much. Maybe Scarlet Witch will appear there. I guess that would be interesting, actually. But, yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. Jonathan Majors says he's heartbroken that Kang is being replaced. So, yeah, that does, in fact, confirm that Kang is out. I still had a bit of hope that maybe Kang and Dr. Doom would maybe form a little duet, at least for the first movie, and then maybe Doom would kill him or something. But it really does seem like Kang is out. And I feel bad for Jonathan Majors, man. I mean, he had it in the bag. Like, bro really fumbled with those allegations. Even if they weren't true, it was just such a unfortunate scenario. He would have been potentially even bigger than Thanos, not just in terms of like character and scale, but also in terms of like how well known the character was as well. Because like if you think about it, Thanos, although he was built up throughout the Infinity Saga, like we didn't really see him a whole lot. He was in the background. But Kang, they were already placing seeds with at the beginning of Phase 4 with Loki, and then with Doctor Strange, kind of with Ant-Man. There was seeds being planted, and he was already there. Like, he may have even been able to get a series on his own, and now he just has absolutely nothing. So, it sucks for him, but at least he seems like he's a good sport about it. I'd definitely be more bitter. Quick little update here for Nobody 2. Christopher Lloyd will be back in it, and that's fucking awesome. The dad was such a cool character in the movie, so awesome to see him back. Not much else to say, but yeah. We finally have an update on Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Like, Jesus, man. This show has gone, like, completely radio silent. More radio silent than, like, fucking Rogue Squadron. We've literally heard more updates on Rogue Squadron than we have on this show, it seems like. But we finally know that it's premiering on December 3rd. That's definitely way later than I was hoping. Like, this show was supposed to originally premiere mid last year, and now it's all the way at the end of 2024. I can only imagine what this means for Andor. We probably won't get Season 2 till fucking 2026. But, yeah, we don't really have many plot details on the show yet, and the little first look images that we have here don't really show us anything new either. The only real detail that we have is a character being a droid named SM-33, played by Nick Frost, who he describes as a rusty old cranky droid that reluctantly helps the kids along the way. So, seems like he'll just be your kind of stereotypical droid in the beginning. At least he'll be able to speak, though. It's not just like your average gimmick droid, like the Pip droid from the Acolyte or any of that shit. I'm all for droids that actually have dialogue. Oh, I was just looking up Nick Frost's filmography, and I found out that he has the same birthday as me. That's fucking cool. Obviously not the year, but, you know. But speaking of Nick Frost's filmography, he was in Paul, so that's definitely where I know him from the most. I hope this droid will be like Paul, that'd be fucking sick. He's also going to be in the How to Train Your Dragon live-action remake. I don't know how to feel about that. He's been in Tomb Raider, he's been in the Tarantino Corretto trilogy. Yeah, overall pretty fucking good filmography right there. Dr. Disrespect is active on Twitter yet again, as he has not only updated his background this time, he's posted a picture of him playing chess. Now, does that imply that he was planning to get exposed for all this assaulting minors bullshit? Like, come on, Dr. Disrespect. After this, I really hope no one welcomes him back. Like, you're really going to post something like this? You're going to make a joke out of the situation? I mean, unless he really is just coming back to play chess, but I doubt it. Alright, this is actually huge news that I'm really interested to talk about, which is that Cr1tikal is going on an indefinite hiatus after the backlash that he got for claiming that kids should be able to transition genders on their own. Now, alright, here's my take on this. I don't know if I really want to get super political, but, like, I don't think that Charlie should have even gotten shit for this take. Like, it's fucking, like, okay, I get it to an extent. People don't want to see kids make a mistake and then have to change it back later, okay? I get that. But there's kids who are smart enough, okay? So I don't think that it should be outlawed entirely. Like, I especially don't think that Cr1tikal suggesting that certain kids should be allowed to transition is that heinous of a take. What I don't like, though, is how Cr1tikal kind of is backpedaling here. He claimed he was all for it, and then when he began to get backlash, he stated that he didn't understand Sneeko's question or some shit, and now he's backing away, which I feel like is very hypocritical of him to do, because he talks shit about people all the time. Most of the time, like 99.9% of the time, these people are utter scumbags, and they deserve to get their shit talked into them, but, like, as a commentary YouTuber, you have to know how to take backlash, how to take criticism. So I don't think going on an indefinite hiatus just because you finally fell into the unpopular opinion sphere is something that he should be doing. Also, as for his podcast and shit, continuing without him, I don't know how to feel about that either. Like, no disrespect to all of his friends and whatever, because they're funny in their own right, and they should totally continue, like, even if Cr1tikal doesn't want to be a part of it anymore. But it's like, Cr1tikal hosted the shows on his channel. Like, where are they going to move now? if they're really if this really is the end for Critical though, and he's gone, like this is huge, man. YouTube's losing so many huge creators now. Like Cr1tikal gone, Critical's gone. Like who's next? Like they were really the two huge commentary YouTubers that I still even watch sometimes. Now I really have no one else. All right, so it appears this entire rant that I went on has kind of gone off the rails a little bit, at least in terms of Critical quitting YouTube, because he's not quitting YouTube by any means. He's just quitting the podcast. That's what his video clarified. And you know what? That makes me respect his decision more in general, because it's not like he's completely cowering away just because he had a take. I do wonder why he's, leaving the podcast of all things, though. Like, I don't know. I feel like people know him more for his YouTube anyways. So if he wanted to try and scale back his time on the internet, then, or like his exposure, then leaving YouTube would probably be the better choice. But maybe this proves that he's not just leaving, because he was exposed for having a controversial take for once, and that makes me respect him more. Although he interestingly hasn't uploaded a commentary video of any sort since then. He's only uploaded a gaming video, and then he just uploaded a Doritos tier list. So maybe he's going to step away from the drama aspect for a little bit, which could potentially seem like a cop-out, like trying to get away from everything, but that could also just be him wanting to step away from drama too, and I'd respect him for that. Thank you, Azus. This was really fucking needed. A sniffable laptop with a built-in fragrance dispenser? Okay, this is fucking bullshit, but I feel like we needed a bit of a palate cleanser after the Critical story. This is why I don't use Azus for internet anymore, man. Why the fuck are we doing fragrance on a laptop, bro? Discord is officially coming to Xbox. Yeah! You can actually voice call on Discord now. Now, if only Discord would come to the fucking Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo wasn't so hung up on having you use the Nintendo Switch Online app for voice chat, even though no one fucking does that. That's like the main thing that Xbox has over Nintendo right now, is just the fucking voice chat. Huge news, guys. Game Freak is actually recruiting new employees. They only have 200 to 250, and they're currently looking for about 37 new positions. So that's like almost a sixth of their current workforce, which is a pretty huge increase. And they're looking for a whole bunch of different positions. Game programmer for events for the new... Okay, a lot of the stuff is for their new IP, but a lot of the stuff does mention for Pokemon as well, like Pokemon models, human motion. You guys definitely need a new human motion person. Cutscenes. Alright, that's actually cool as fuck. Maybe we'll actually get better cutscenes. Character models, effects, background models. People to help with animation and graphics as well. Great, great, great. I really hope that this means that they're really going all in on not only polishing up Legends ZA, but just polishing up their games in general. And I have faith. I really do. I think Legends ZA is going to be the huge step forward that the franchise needs after Scarlet and Violet, in my opinion. Because Scarlet and Violet has such interesting fucking lore that I'm so glad Horizons is taking the opportunity to dig it deeper into with the Terapagos. But the game is just, it's held back so far by all of the technical performance issues. Like, it's the only Pokemon game that Gen 9 is the only generation that I haven't completed. I've completed a game from every single generation aside from Gen 9, because I just can't deal with Scarlet and Violet. Not only because of the performance issues, but also just because of the open world. It just pisses me off. Because, like, I feel like there's just not much in it. Like, what I liked a lot about the older Pokemon games was being able to, like, sneak into people's houses and just, like, grab random items and shit. Like, for me, it's not as fun to just go around a barren overworld and collect items, as opposed to talking to NPCs. Like, NPCs are some of the best parts of the games. So I really hope Legends ZA has more NPCs, especially if the game is going to be almost entirely in Lumiose City. Man, I'm just so excited for this game, man. I need more information on it. But yeah, as for them hiring employees, definitely nothing but a good thing.